Welcome back to the Coins and Connections podcast, where we explore all things books, business, and bullshit. My favorite bees. I'm your host, the fairy coin mother, Cinquanta Cox-Smith of www.cinquantacoxsmith.com. Now let's get into today's episode. Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast, episode 212. It is your girl, Cinquanta Cox-Smith of www.cinquantacoxsmith.com. Smile for me. So, speaking of that, I'm not even going to get into that because we're not going to start this episode off that way. I'm probably going to hate the audio quality at the end of the day, because I know that recording in the car, you get to pick up all of the extra noises, the signal light, me turning, the car revving up and things like that. But let's just act like this ain't a car podcast and you're just having a conversation with a friend. All right, let's do that. I am going to go back to the beginning of how I kind of originally started this podcast off. And let's do a rapid fire question. So the question of the day is going to be, what do you feel that you could have done better today? What I could have done better today was continuing to promote my new erotic short story. I might have posted it once today, and I think that was it. I did post it a good bit of times yesterday, and we'll get back into that a little bit more in this podcast. But yeah, so I feel like I could have promoted my book better today versus like maybe just doing it once. I did look at a few links and thought that maybe I should post all of the erotic short story in that series so people can see the links again. I may do that later, but if that was something, that's something that I really could have done better. So that's the rapid fire question of the day. And today we're going to talk about the book shit. All right. So I used to name my podcast episodes things after book, business, and bullshit. And I have pretty much stuck to those pillars in my business. And let's talk about the book shit today. And the book shit is, I honestly don't know if the book sold. I don't know if the book sold, right? So I was already nervous about it because I put this on my, I had a doctor's appointment Tuesday morning. I put this on my stories, basically saying people will consistently ask me to write, when you're going to write another book? Oh, come back, we miss you. And there will be 50 people who say they're ready for the book when you post about it on the timeline. There'll be 20 that possibly continues to engage with the book promo throughout. There'll probably be 10 that'll continue to like the post up until the release. On release day, there might be 5 who purchase, and out of those 5, maybe 1 will actually leave a review. And because of all of my drama with KDP, obviously I'm not using them to go through to upload my book. So I have to rely on if anyone chose the one of the 2 options that I provided. So the first option, I have the book uploaded on Lulu Direct, and I went through Lulu to also do my general distribution. So with the general distribution, it will go to like Books A Million, Barnes and Nobles, Amazon Kindle, and a few other websites, right? But doing that, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks for the books to show, depending on how backlogged they are and if your book passes the check, right? All of these things. Then I put it on my website and I put it at the same price. So again, that can be an issue. All the other books are like $1.99, right? But I also said this, listen, if you want me to write, part of me writing is being able to financially reap the benefits of taking time out of my busy schedule and whatever I'm doing to stress myself out over some characters who are not real, and to fully develop a book that makes sense that and enjoyable to read. So with that, I have to take time. I have to make sure if I'm going to charge you $1.99 or even 99 cents, I'm literally giving away my time for 50 cents, less than $1. Like, that doesn't make sense for me. Hell, giving away for $3 don't make sense to me. But it's not a long read. It shouldn't take much time. But again, all of this, it took me a lot of time to write and edit and go back over and make sure everything was good, make sure it was a good, enjoyable experience when you do get the book. So I put that out there like, look, I got to charge my worth, because if not, I'm not going to be motivated to write another book for y'all when y'all didn't support the first one. So I'm just to the point where obviously I'm probably going to do a part 2 to this story to close out that chapter of my erotic short story with the character Lydia. And then I want to go ahead and put those short stories and possibly what I would call an erotic short paperback book, which would start with Past Due Rent, then you'll have Lydia's Secret, and then of course Forbidden Flames. I've done this before where I put all of my erotic short stories into one book, and I think I just need to go ahead and put it back up for sale, because right now I don't think it is. And I think I want to change the cover again, because the cover was deceiving, I think, at first. So I might go ahead and refresh that cover to see if I can find something different. There was a break in this podcast because I had a phone call. I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so a call came through and kind of just like shut the recording off. But that's kind of pretty much the book shit that we're dealing with, that I'm dealing with. And using Lulu, I cannot see who purchased the book until like months, weeks later, right? Now, if they purchase on my Gumroad store, meaning that they clicked both links and made the best decision for them, I would see those sales. But the biggest thing is I haven't seen one sale on Gumroad. So that's one thing about me. Literally, I've said it before, I've had many fail launches, right? And another reason why I just don't even listen to the noise and I do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I just put it out, because at this point I don't have any expectations, because people say one thing and do 20 million different things, right? So that's that. Pretty much on the book shit. Not excited. Not excited. Not saying not excited, just more so not stressing. I stress more over writing a good book than whether the book sells. Honestly. And a lot of times it's just, it is what it is. But I've done so many things that, like I got a payment for something, last night for something I did months ago, and that is like one of the most rewarding things, and it'll always be, especially when it's a surprise check, like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that, boom. But again, a lot of my reap comes from things I've sown long ago, and it always comes like as a surprise once it finally comes, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, dang, so my hard work did pay off, and I'm glad I did it when I did. Sometimes I fall short of that, and I'm like, damn, I should have did more. I should have put more into it so I could get more. But honestly, I love also being able to go in there and, like they say, planting that mustard seed, and then boom, it blooms without me even thinking about it or harping on it or wondering when it would happen. I honestly forgot about it, and well, that's that. So I am heavily contemplating, thinking about, let's stop. That's the subject, the book shit. So now let's get into Q Money Bag start of the day. I'm heavily thinking about going back on another social media hiatus where normally what I would do is just get in my content creation bag with my print on demand sites, uploading, developing, creating things that I can upload for strangers and there's no pressure there. I can create a new pen name for poem books, audiobooks, a new brand without the pressure because they don't know me. So I think I'm about to get back into that bag because I do find that I was happier, but there's no pressure to be consistent or show up for something that nobody was even expecting you to show up for. So I really love that part of faceless, behind the scenes, what did I call it? Paid in peace, right? So I do enjoy that. So pretty much that wraps up what is going on. Again, I'm probably going to go ahead and upload this podcast as is because at this time, you know, it is what it is. When I pull up, I tell you I'm going to pull up with value. And I'm sure you probably learned something today. You probably didn't know that you could put an ebook series on Gumroad. You probably didn't know Lulu had a direct website and general distribution. I'm sure there's a lot of things you didn't know. So through my failures, my experiments, and the things that I typically do or plan for, I think sharing my experience and what I have to go through can help you better plan, help you adjust, or help you just map out how you want to go about doing things. So again, if you can learn something, take that away, take what you need, leave what you don't. And if none of this shit makes any sense to you, just turn the damn podcast off because obviously I didn't give you what you need today. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the bi-weekly podcast episodes. Again, I'm reposting some old content on my YouTube channel as well as some new content, doing some reviews. So if you're still looking for different print-on-demand sites to use and different products to add to your business or to create a business around, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cinquanta Cox-Smith. I want to get to 12,000 subscribers very soon, okay? Like super soon. I really want to get there. I'm really close, probably like less than 200. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe there. Check out my shorts, my reels, my TikToks, whatever else I got going on. Working out this week has been a motherfucking bust and I'm so mad at myself, but I'm going to jump my ass up in the morning and maybe. It's my husband's off, so might be a sleep-in type of morning. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and don't forget to like, comment. This ain't YouTube. Don't forget to leave me a review on the podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and check out all the other bullshit I got going on. Until next time, bye! Thank you so much for listening and subscribing to the Coins and Connections podcast. Don't forget to leave a review and join the conversation over on Facebook and Instagram using the hashtag Coins and Connections. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Cinquanta Cox-Smith and at Coins and Connections. You can shop all merch at www.coinsandconnections.com. I love you more than I love this podcast. Peace.